The top quality production here, as always. Just like, how do you? Right? Is that good enough? No, it's so. I can never get this right, and I can never get this stay. You know, like it just does not. This does not work. I gotta figure out something new. But that work? What if we like curved it? That better? Yeah, that's better. Hey everybody! How we doing? How we doing? Here's Chris. Welcome to Suit It Up. Let's shift this around real quick. There we go. Blue Steel! It's like in Zoolander. You know, it's like, see now that's two. That's too bright. Hey Hoops, how's it going? It's good to see you, everybody. Welcome to Suit It Up. If this is your first time here, it's a pleasure to meet you. I guess we could do blue. I don't know. It's so like hard to figure out the lighting for this. I spent forever trying to figure this out, and I just cannot figure it out. But hey everyone, my name's Chris. It's nice to meet you. Tacos. Thank you for the tacos, my guy. Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. We're just going to go with this weird lighting today. Is this lighting fine? Is it cool like to have like this hue of blue going on? Like, are we good with the hue of blue? I guess? Yeah, maybe. Like the hue of blue. It's weird. It's got like this thing back here. I'm a fan of blue. I know some other people who really like blue. I know someone in particular who really likes blue. So we're going to keep the blue. It's like we're in a fish tank. I like it, Scratcher. Everyone, welcome to Suit It Up. If this is your first time here, maybe Daddy Scotty, appreciate that. Let's make you black, or you've already got the black badge in that. Let's make you red. All I ask is that you don't kick anyone out. So let's go and talk about what's going on today. This is Suit It Up. This is something that we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do you come here for? You come here for riveting elevator music. Yes! That's what we come here for. We come for the elevator music and elevator music only, okay? But if that's not enough for you, just the elevator music, how's it going? What else could you come for? You come for the interviews. Yes, the interviews is something that goes on. So who do we have on tonight? Well, it's going to be done late night interview style. Today we have elliy. We've got Hoops. We've also got our boy Truth Squad. So it's quite a lineup tonight. So you can see elliy right there. Go and give her a favorite. We've also got our boy Hoops, who's chilling out there. But what if you've never seen this before? What is the point of this show? Well, this is done every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, featured by Meet Me. And what I do is I go around the app and I seek out content creators. I find out individuals who are making a difference on the app or creating a following or built a community, and I interview them. I figure out how they get on the app. What makes them tick? What do they do off of the app? What do they like to do on the app? What advice do they have? Tell me some interesting stories. So those are all things that we all get into. But before we crack into that tonight, let's talk a little bit about some announcements. All right, let's talk about some announcements. Beginning with, let's just go here. I'll leave it up to you. Should we talk about the current contests, or do you want to talk about those old contests? Because there's some big things that just happened. So it's up to you guys. You know what? Let's talk about what we talked about last couple weeks ago, right? The Wall of Fame challenge, the Wall of Fame contest, biggest contest Meet Me has ever done, and it just happened. It just concluded. And who won? Well, we can talk about who won. Okay, let's go over it. I would like to give a very special congratulations out to these 10 individuals. The 10th place, everyone. In order to place in this competition, 10th place took 1,967,191 diamonds. That's for 10th place. That's almost 2 million diamonds in the span of that contest to take 10th place. All right? So special congratulations to Alex, Jenna, JXO, Shar, Miss Charismatic, It's Your Girl Mandy, congratulations. Haley, congratulations. Special congratulations to Turk, Daddy J, Mr. Breezy OG, Donnie, who was just on the show last week. He's like, I really want to make it. And guess what? He got 2nd place. And then coming in at number 1 was Holly. Needless to say, nearly 4 million diamonds. 2nd place, everyone. 2nd place had 3,396,000 diamonds. As you can see here, that's a third of everything I've ever earned streaming. That's in one contest. One contest. So what did the winners of the Wall of Fame contest win? Well, was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? Meet Me itself, Meet Me Corporate came onto the show and they talked about what the winners would receive if they placed in this contest. So they are winning airfare or travel to Meet Me HQ. They're going to travel VIP style, whatever that means. They're going to have, I think Wednesday they said there's going to be a special event with Meet Me. Some food, something like that going on. There's going to be specialty gifts, exclusive merch given to all the people who are going to the Meet Me Wall of Fame contest prize trip. There is going to be an exclusive hotel only for Meet Me individuals. It's going to be in the Meet Me Resort or something like that over some waterfront, which is pretty cool. Then besides that, they're going to take a tour of Meet Me Corporate. They're going to get to meet some of the executives and leaders and decision makers and the programmers, the people who help influence and develop the app. They're going to have a private party with DJs and drinks and socializing and networking. And then there's going to be a cool down day. Congratulations. Oh, and then to say the least, they're going to be immortalized on the first ever Meet Me Wall of Fame. So congratulations to those winners. Congratulations to all the people who are going to be going to the Meet Me headquarters. And, you know, they said based on how this contest goes, they might run it again. Well, if you're telling me that 10th place took almost 2 million diamonds to place, yo, you guys better prepare. I feel like that means there could be another contest. I feel like there could be another contest. I don't know. That's speculation. So let's go. That's right. Let's go. So let's talk about the other contests that were going on. At the same time that was happening, there was also a kittens and cats contest. So thank you for everyone out there who was blessing each other up with those kittens and those doggies. It was interesting. There were 40 winners for this contest. They broke it down. They said, let's divide it up. Let's have men versus women. 20 men, 20 women. Winner takes all. Congratulations to Holly for taking first place for a winner. I'll go through the top 5 for both men and women. So taking first place was Holly. Second place was Jenna JXO. Third place was Lexi Ann. Fourth place was Val, Team Holly. And fifth place was Ice Queen Shay. Congratulations to those 5. There are 15 other winners for the women. If you're interested in knowing all of them, you can click the top tab on Meet Me. You can go and check that out. Now for the men, congratulations to George. George, the killer. It's coming in a clutch. So George, congratulations on your first place victory for the doggos, little puppies. We had in second place, Mr. Breezy OG. For third place, there was Alex. Fourth place, Wild Wild. And then fifth place was Twitch. And because he's here, I'm going to name sixth place, the one and only Catch. The only Catch. He took sixth place. Congratulations, Catch. Friend, definitely a good friend, definitely a good guy. Everyone make sure you give him a favor. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. And he's very handy. He's good with his hands, ladies. Catch is good with his hands. So ladies, if you're looking to acquire or inquire, just saying, he knows his way around the woodwork. All right, that's That's all I'm saying. I saw it. I'm just saying. Wait, what did I see? Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the other contest that we have going on. There's another contest going on today. The Legends of the Fall contest. $12,000 in diamonds. What is the deal here? Well, again, it's going to be the same thing as normal. If you earn the most diamonds, you're going to place. And I believe, I want to double check how many they're paying out to. 16, top 16 they're paying out to, okay? So, once again, everyone, I know you just got done the Wall of Fame contest, but top place for this contest is taking $2,000. $2,000! You got to say it wide mouth, like $2,000 in diamonds. 16th place is taking 100. Yo, it's fantastic. So 16 people for this Legends of the Fall contest. Now, real quick, I want to talk about a contest that they did a couple weeks ago, and I want your feedback on it. In the comments, let's talk about what you think about this contest that they ran a couple weeks ago. What did you think about the new streamer contest that they had, where only people who are bronze or silver, was it bronze, up to bronze rank, could place? What did you think about that contest? Was it good? Did you participate? Is it something that you would like to see more of? I personally loved that contest. I loved that it was an opportunity for people to gain recognition who had not yet gathered the recognition or who were trying to grow on the app. It's good to see different winners. That's what I'm saying too. I agree with that. It was awesome to see different winners, and congratulations. I didn't report back on that contest, but congratulations to those winners. That was fantastic. That was amazing. Real quick, because I see some of my favorite people in here who also have shows. Like always, I got to run back over one more time about the shows. No Bro World in the house. Give that man a favorite. Carmen Sandiego, she's in here. John, give him a favorite. There's too many people in here to give a favorite. Hoops, hold on. Hoops, hold still. This chat needs to hold still 1 sec. There we go. Bam, there we go. We got to make sure that we take care of Hoops. Because he's on tonight, everyone. If you don't know who's on the show tonight, we've got Truth Squad, as you can see right there. We've got Hoops. We've got elliy. So it's a great lineup tonight. Great group. Top badge, almost top badge, and then a very up-and-comer, but someone with a very unique story that I want to share. Thank you so much for that. It's been a long time since I did go on this guy. Whoa! What's this thing? Check this guy out. He died? Why did they kill him? What kind of gift is that? Time out. Where's the mute? What? What? Okay, real quick. I don't know if you guys have been following the news or anything, but there's this meme right now. So there's this young lady who recently, she's become very, very much in the spotlight based on her climate change activism. Thank you so much for that. And she shot Donald Trump this look of like this evil glare. She's like that at him, right? Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. Well, I saw a meme where it said over her face and the asteroids, and then it's Donald Trump and it said the dinosaurs, and I just thought it was so funny because like the look she was giving him. I don't care what side of the aisle you sit on, doesn't matter. We're not talking about that part. It's just the look that this person gave, priceless. If looks could kill, he would be 10 times over. No, not even 9 lives would save him. Because he's a bit of a we're gonna be nice. All right, so anyway, talking about all that, the other shows that are on the app, right? Monday nights. If you got your creative itch going and you're like, wow, I want to make something, but I don't know what. Mia's got the answer. I haven't seen this one either. That is so cool. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Seriously, thank you. I haven't seen any of those. That's really cool. Thank you. So Monday nights, if you're like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to paint a thing, or maybe I want to sculpt. Maybe I want to be like that movie with the dude in the 80s, where he's like standing behind the chick and they're clay sculpting, and they're like, thank you for that line. You know how like they're making the pottery? Anyway, painting out with Mia, that's Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ja, love it. Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's with Allie and Ashley. It's Get Fit. So if you want to know how to do some squats, some curls for the girls, some shot put for the good look, Shot put's not even an exercise. It's like an activity. Anyway, they're going to show you how, and they're going to do it really well. That's Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's with this guy, Suited Up with Chris, interview style late night talk show. We go over the newest things going on Meet Me and do interviews. Love it when you show up. Thank you so much for your support. And then also going on Thursdays, there's 2 shows, okay? First one, it's the mothership itself. Meet Me Corporate flies down from outer space from their satellite. I don't know if you know this, but everyone who won the contest, they're not even going to anywhere in the United States. They're going to outer space. They're going to the mothership, okay? Talent Team Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Meet Me Corporate comes down and they talk about the contests. Who got their top badge? What you can look forward to. They bust rumors. So a long time ago, there was a rumor that they're going to up the top badge requirements to 5 million diamonds or something. They came on live and they busted it. They said, hey, chill out. Not happening at that time. Whatever, right? So they bust those rumors. So if you want to keep on the up and up with what's happened with Meet Me, make sure you check out Talent Team Thursday. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's all Eastern Standard Time. I'm done saying ET, all right? Extraterrestrial. Oh my gosh, I knew it. It's the mothership. Right? Anyway, 8 p.m. Carmen Sandiego. She's going to teach you how to speak Spanish and train whales. I was going to go with an Anchorman reference, but I was like really going off the rails there. See their trains? Thank you for the trains there. Gore Couture with Carmen Sandiego. 8 p.m. She's going to take tree branches and like assemble them into a cool thing and like do gore effects makeup. It's wicked. I don't know how she puts it together, how she does it. She takes those googly eyes and sticks them to her forehead and she's like, and now you're ready to go out. And she's going to kill it every time. So check her out. That's Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Miss Carmen Sandiego right there in the comments. Make sure you give her a favorite. Try this with Donna Diamond. That's Fridays. You come home, you got your work day done, you're dragging, you're like, wow, I don't really want to go out, but I'm looking for a good time. Careful now. What could I do? I know I could watch Try This with Donna Diamond. What she's going to do, she's going to do dares, she's going to do pranks. Thank you for these gifts, everyone. Seriously, thank you very much. She's going to do gifts, she's going to do dares, she's going to do lots of things. She's going to make a total crazy fool of herself for your entertainment. And you can win the opportunity to dare her by gifting. It's really cool. It's very interactive. It's unlike any of the other shows on the app. Definitely recommend try this out. That's at 9 p.m. Fridays. And then finally wrapping up the week or starting the week, depending on how you look at the week and your Sundays. Sundays, it's the Unstoppable Idol with The Idol. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One more time, ET. The Idol comes on. It's a talent show. It's electrifying. You start out with week 1. It's auditions. By the end of the season's a month long, you're going to get a winner. Like that, confetti. It's a very good show. It's the best show on Meet Me, arguably. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to dispute it. I'm not going to dispute it at all. Best show on Meet Me. Unstoppable Idol. All right, and that's it. Those are the shows. Make sure you check them out, everyone. It's very good. It's very good. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the winners one more time of the wall contest, just in case you missed who the winners were. They did take the winners down, but I'm going to announce them one more time so you can go congratulate your favorite streamers for winning and being part of the biggest contest in Meet Me history. On that note, if we can get our very first guest in the box, that's Miss May. If you'd like to, yes, if you'd like to dance. See, here's the problem, is that gift is in different timing on my end. So like, even though I can't dance to begin with, in my time, I'm like trying to sync my dancing to hearing it in this speaker. And then for you, it's at a different time. So it's just like, it's like when you hear the beat drop and then someone like 5 minutes later is like, you know, like into it. It's like, no, you really missed that. You really missed that. No bro world knows. I tried dancing around him. Anyone who's ever hung out with me in public knows I like to just keep dancing. It's just like a dancing thing. Thank you for the crabs. It's a first. All right. One more time, our winners of the Meet Me Wall of Fame, and then we're going to bring on our first guest. Miss Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae reporting to the box, please. Congratulations to the top 10. That's Alex in 10th place. Remember, 10th place, everyone it took 1,967,000 diamonds to get 10th place in this Wall of Fame contest. 9th place was Jenna JXO. 8th was Shar, Miss Charismatic. It's Your Girl Mandy took 7th place. Haley took 6th. Coming in at 5th was our boy Turk. 4th place, big congrats over to Daddy J. 3rd place, Mr. Breezy OG. 2nd place, Donnie. 1st place, Holly. Congratulations, everyone, on your major victory. On that note, one last announcement, everyone, as we bring in the first guest. During these conversations, I do not acknowledge gifts. Thank you very much for the crabs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. During these conversations, I do not acknowledge gifts. It's not that I don't notice them or that I don't care. It's just that we put a lot of work into these conversations ahead of time, and I like to make sure that I stay respectful to them. So you can try as you might. You could drop a dragon, and I will stay stone cold faced. I won't even react. Have you ever seen someone not react to a red carpet? I'm not proud to say that I have. Thank you for the lightning. So thank you in advance. If anyone drops anything, I'd really do appreciate. If you have any interest in being on the show, go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Not Facebook. Meet me. What's Facebook? I don't use Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the box first. Our first guest, Ellie Mae.
Hi.
Hello, miss.
Hi.
Pause my music. Okay. How are you doing?
Well, I'm nervous, but you already knew that.
No, you don't look nervous. You look nice. You've got your lights and your setup and everything. You're very prepared. I'm very impressed.
Well, it's every night that I go live, so.
That's one of the questions.
What was that?
I said that's one of the questions. See, no, you're doing a good job. You're already on the ball. You're ready to roll it. It's a good job. For anyone who's not met you, you're relatively new to Badge. Is that correct?
I am. It will be 2 weeks on Friday, yes.
Well, congratulations on that. So for the people who have not had the privilege of meeting you, will you please introduce yourself?
I'm Ellie Mae. A lot of people actually know me as Jess. I've been on the app for about 5 months, so.
Okay, yeah. What's your time been like so far? I mean, has it been a roller coaster ride? 4 months is pretty quick to have a top badge.
It actually took me 2 months to get to 100,000, and then from that point, it just skyrocketed up. So.
Wow. Well, let's take it back then. You said 4 months ago you downloaded the app. So how did you originally hear about Meet Me? Why did you download the app?
Well, I downloaded the app back in March. It's actually pretty personal. I found it on my ex's phone, and he was cheating on me on the app. So I downloaded it myself to see what it was about, and it just kind of stuck. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 4 months ago, and again, you had this. So for warning, for anyone who's watching and is in the comments, we do discuss some of the stuff ahead of time, and it's put into notes. Some of this stuff was brought up. At that time, did you know what Meet Me was, or you were like, oh, hell no, and then you downloaded it yourself?
No, he actually had Scout, and that's what I'm a top badge on, is through Scout.
Okay.
But I didn't have any idea exactly what it was, and I got on it, and I was like, what's this live streaming thing? And Dad Bod Dan was actually the first person that I went into, and he's the one that included me in live. And I mean, I thought it was just dating until I saw the live stream part.
Yeah. How did your ex spin it when you found it on his phone? I mean, how did he spin having Scout?
He admitted to it.
Yeah.
He got distant, so I had told him, I know there's somebody else, and he's like, that's why I didn't delete it off my phone so you could see, because you accused me of it. So I was like, okay, well. And then he tried to get me to delete it, and I'm like, no, it's like my brand new family. I'm not deleting the app.
Had you begun live streaming before you broke up?
Yes and no. we were kind of in that downward phase. It was a pretty bad relationship as it was.
Yeah.
But then like I would stop for a week or two here or there, and then I would start back up. So I think that's why it took me so long to even hit that 100,000 mark. So
Right. Okay, so your impression when you got on Scout, you're like, okay, it looks like it's dating, it looks like it's live streaming. Once you got past that initial were you frustrated? Were you angry? I mean, walk me through like the emotions of looking through this app.
I was angry. I was also really sad. I wouldn't be lying if I sat here and said that I wasn't mad and upset. I definitely left his house that evening with makeup all down my face, but it's part of life.
Yeah.
My impression of the app, it was kind of confusing at first. I didn't really, it took me a good week to understand the app. So it's funny because there's a couple of girls that I've made really close friendships with that he actually tried to cheat on me with. So
Wow.
yeah,
This is like a really sweet revenge story.
it really is. It really is. He told me I would never be anybody on this app, so I set out to prove him wrong. So
Yeah. Walk us through that. So you end up deciding that you want to commit to live streaming. You said,
yeah.
all right, you know what? It's his loss, and I'm going to make something out of this.
Yeah.
So what was that process? How did you take such a negative situation and make it positive?
I really don't know how I made it a positive. It was the app that really made it a positive for me. As I had told you before, I was in a really dark place with that instant message. When I say I was in a really dark place, I don't really like air this out to most people. I haven't at this point, but when I say dark place, I'm talking suicide. I was talking, just thinking I was a horrible mother and just, up and giving up on life. And if it wasn't for the people that came into my live stream, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Wow. Okay, so when you say that you started picking up this live stream, you developed a family, how did you make these connections? Were you a viewer at first, or did you run with the people who had come to your live stream to see you? What was the progression of going from I'm sad, I'm broken, I'm taking control of this to now, okay, I'm bigger than this?
I was a viewer at first. I was a viewer for a solid month before I actually started to go live. And there were several people who were like, you need to go live, you need to go live. There were a couple of people that like, you're so relatable. You're gonna end up a top badge. You've got that personality. I can see it. And I was like, it's never gonna be me, but whatever. But I would look forward every single day. I would go live first thing before work. I would go live during work sometimes. I would go live on lunch. If I was having a bad day, and definitely in the evenings, I would stream for 5 hours in the evening. And I always looked forward to going on there and talking to everybody, just bringing up my spirit. One thing I do for people that come in that are just viewers to me.
Yeah.
If you all the time and tell me they're having a bad day or they're not doing well, health, like say a little prayer, I'll say a prayer for you. You'll be okay. I know what you went through. There's girls that have gone through the same thing that I have. I mean, I was in an emotionally and physically abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's really helped me, and it took me out of that dark place. It made me understand my self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's something that's on the surface almost apparent of when you're going through a dark time, connecting and relating with people is important. But at the same time, it's difficult for some to bring themselves out of their home or where they're comfortable to go say hi to friends or to go out and do something. It's unique that this platform gave you the opportunity to say, you know what, I can be invested in, people can relate to me, or I can relate to them and do this. And you were able to do it, from your mobile device, which is crazy. So, I mean, it's not crazy, it's crazy good. Yeah.
I mean, it saved me from thousands of dollars of therapy. So
So
free.
you believe that Meet Me is almost like a therapy then? I mean, it could be used as therapeutic.
It really can. It really can. And it really did help me. I was on the verge of having to go see a therapist, and I probably would be dead. So
yeah. Okay. Well, now that you're here, when did you get your top badge? You said about 2 weeks ago?
about 2 weeks ago. It'll be 2 weeks on Friday. Yeah.
What do you feel like you've done in your streams? You said you're very relatable. Are there any particular moments that you can recall that are special to you from these 4 months, or is there anything that's happened that you've gone, yeah, this sticks out and it does help me reflect on how I was able to get my top
I have no idea how it
badge?
happened.
It just fell. That's why I have no.
I applied 6 times.
Okay.
And the sixth time I was like, and I was so ready to give up. And everybody was like, don't give up. Carmen, Daddy J, and there's so many others that were like, don't give up. Phenomenal Jake. They're like, don't give up. You've got this. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing through. If you give up, it's not going to happen. So.
And boom, here you are.
I know. And I was doing the flamingo contest. Just so happened I had been off of work that day because I was like, I'm going to take off that Thursday. I'm going to stream all day because they scout that day. I did my makeup all pink like a flamingo. And the next day I'm at work. I'm sitting at work. I literally busted out into tears when I checked the leaderboard and checked for flamingos. And I'm like, what is that next to my name?
Yeah.
It was there.
Boom, you got your top badge. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to, you mentioned a couple recognizable names. Carmen Sandiego notably is someone who forever tried to get her top badge and just did not appear, despite having 10 million diamonds plus, it didn't happen. So what advice would you give to other people who they've passed their million, they've met their favorites? What advice do you give to them about keeping it up? Someone else that came to mind, Caitlin, by the way, Caitlin, who's in here. But yeah, what advice would you give?
Just be yourself, have fun. Don't just sit there like a stone wall. Make conversation, make good conversation, keep it positive, ignore the trolls. You're going to have a lot of trolls that come through. And just, have content, do fun things, download it. Never would I ever on my phone, and I'm going to start doing that for my streams. And
Sure.
Maybe even contests. Somebody threw out the idea of doing a Halloween costume contest, and I was like, well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Trolls is a topic that can polarize people of how to handle them. What is your take on how to handle getting trolled? And if you're not familiar with that vernacular means, that's funny that I say vernacular when I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, if you're not familiar with what a troll is, it's someone that is saying harassing comments or things that are unkind, a bully. So how do you deal with bullies and people who are being unkind to you in your life?
It's hard sometimes. It really is. I'm not going to sit here and say that it is an easy thing to sit there and ignore the trolls. Sometimes you just kill them with kindness and that'll work. Sometimes they'll just keep going at it, or just have one of your bouncers kick them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have my favorite troll. He's from India, and he always comes in and gives me a hard time. And I'm, Ramana, just love me. Ready?
He's trying in his own way, maybe. Great. Before we move off of talking about Meet Me, is there anything that you'd like to share about the impact? I mean, you've said that it saved you from counseling, it took you from a dark place. Is there anything that you haven't mentioned that Meet Me has done or influenced or been a part of you in any capacity?
I mean, it's brought me a lot closer to people that I never thought I would meet in my whole entire life, giving me the opportunity to make these steps, to plan trips, to go to big list, and just keep me from sitting in my dark room thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's how I was before. I'm actually, you wouldn't know by coming in my stream, but I'm actually introvert.
Okay.
I if you meet me in person, I'm pretty introverted until you get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
I stick to my little corner.
Sure.
But I feel like this app is going to bring me out a little bit more of that phase. So
Yeah. I'm interested to know who you are off of the app. What keeps you busy? What keeps you busy when you're not live streaming?
I am an insurance agent for Allstate.
Okay.
I've been doing insurance for about 6 years, and I'm a soccer mom.
A soccer mom.
I'm a soccer mom, yes. I am that angry soccer mom. I almost got in a fight at her soccer game this past weekend.
Okay. What?
Just there.
Like how? What do you mean that you can get heated to the point at a kid's soccer and then you're like throwing hands? Like what's getting you that heated?
Listen, it's a 9-year-old soccer game too, but we'll just cut it at that. The refs weren't calling any of against the other team because we were playing at their field and we kicked their butt in tournaments last year. And I just
I like the idea of like these refs are completely biased. They're unfair. There's like these kids who've got their leg warmers on, like scooting around. They're like falling over the ball, and you're like, that's interference.
right. Right. No, when the coach got kicked out of the game, he got carded.
The coach got kicked out of a 9-year-old soccer game
for dancing in circles. Okay. I mean, I might have made one of the ref girls cry and say she was never going to ref again. And then the other one faked a heat stroke.
If you have a bad steak at a restaurant, do you like leave a review?
I'll still eat it.
You'll still eat it. Do you send the food back to the kitchen, like if you're upset?
Oh no, I know what they like to do to that food. I'm not doing that.
Okay. I'm just checking because we got to calibrate like where we're picking and choosing our battles. Soccer games, no.
Right.
Maybe. Okay.
I mean, I'll eat a well done steak. It's not my preference. I prefer medium rare.
That's because you're a person of fine culture and taste.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Pinkies up.
Pinky up, right, exactly. Okay, so soccer mom, I'm gonna assume then you said you have a 9-year-old little girl.
She's on the 9-year-old team. She's actually 7. Ooh, so
bragging out here. Proud mom moment. Okay. That's cool. So 7 already playing on the 9-year-olds. Okay. I'm sure she's a very big part of your life. Is there a favorite activity that you have, or is there something that is very special, between the two of you?
Between the two of us, we love going to parks and the zoo and the local water parks, and soon it will always be the beach. We're moving down to Florida for fun.
So. You're moving to Florida?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you excited about that?
I am very excited. Mm-hmm. Have to escape the crazy ex, so that's where we're headed.
I'm like smiling, but I'm like registering. How do you get out of that one? It's like you're making the good move. It's both metaphorically and actuality. Sounds like the good move. Just watch out for the Florida men, right? Because that's a story, and it's like they say, Florida man accused of. Florida men's always in the headlines. Are you familiar with this?
Literally, like all the crazy crap happens in Florida.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary to a sense. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna stay safe. I like it.
We're gonna stay safe, and we're gonna live on the beach. So.
Okay. All right. So you have your daughter, and you are busy throwing UFC matches at the soccer field. Besides doing that, what do you like to do for fun? What keeps you busy?
I'm a huge bourbon lover. So I live right on the border of Kentucky and Ohio.
Wow.
We've got big old bourbon country right over the border. I love going around to the different breweries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also in, a lot of people in here have probably heard of the Chive, KCCO, Keep Calm Chive On.
Mm-hmm.
Been part of the Chive for the last 5 years.
Okay.
The charity side, guys, not the dirty girl side.
Will you explain to everyone, because I'm sure they've heard Chive On before, but will you explain what the Chive is?
Yes. So the Chive has 2 separate points to it. So you've got your humor side, which also has like your mind the gap side, your hump day side, all of that. And then you have your charity side, which we hold fundraisers at bars or parks or whatever to raise money for children or veterans. And the money is just given to them, whether they need to update their house for repairs or anything like that.
Mm.
I'm part of that. It's just chive on.
Chive on.
Do nice, random acts of kindness, basically.
What motivated you to join an organization like that? Why is that important to you?
So my best friend that lives in Orlando actually got me into it. I've got a tattoo of the Chivette heart right here with a heartbeat through it. We both have the same one. She introduced me to it. I met all her friends in Florida that she does that with, and I got involved with it in Cincinnati as well. So,
well, boom, there you are. Great.
It's a good thing, it's helping people. So I do that. And then I'm also I'm sure there's people in here who have heard of the Shrine, the Shriners Hospital. There is a side of it called Lasna, which is the Ladies Oriental Shrine of North America. I am part of that. So the funny red fezzes, I have a fez.
Huh.
I am part of that as well.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that those two were associated. There we go. Okay. Staying mindful of time because the conversation has come pretty quickly here. This is a good thing. What does some of the future look like for you? You mentioned playlist and VidCon. Do you have anything else coming up that you're looking forward to or that you're planning on?
I'm going down to Gatlinburg and then moving to Florida.
Yeah. Stream-wise, anything important? You said that you're going to do some games and things like that, or I guess how do you plan to stay streaming?
I honestly don't know. I'm gonna do some stuff for Halloween. They're still in the works. As I said, I'll do a costume contest, and then possibly whoever wins my costume contest, I think I'm gonna put together a box of goodie gift cards that diamond gifts to them for winning. Just send them something.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. Well, Ellie, you said you go live every day, correct?
Yes, a couple times a day usually. Tuesdays and Thursdays are pretty much my down days for evening. Every morning I go live at 7 a.m. Eastern until about 8:20 a.m. Eastern. And then Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I am live in the evenings.
Nice. Well, everyone, if you want to kick it with this soccer fielding, ultimate fighting, Florida woman traveling, revenge of sweet victory type person, go ahead and give her a favorite. Check her out every day. All right, Miss Ellie Mae, thank you so much for coming on today. It was a fantastic time with you.
It was awesome hanging out with you.
Yeah, and see, you said nerves. There's no nerves. You're doing awesome. It's so fun. Also, I like the lights. Very cool lights. It's very good.
Yeah, I got some little moving things that I can put in there for like Halloween and all the holidays too. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Well, see, now I need to add that to the tagline that I just said. You want to decorate it? I don't know. I'll think about it later. Anyway, Ellie Mae, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I had a great time with you.
Yep. Yeah. Have a nice evening.
Bye. I'll see you. Make sure you give this wonderful streamer a favorite, everyone. Hey. If you want to be on the show, thank you so much to everyone who's dropping those gifts. Thank you, Donnie, for those puppies. I love that. If you would like to be on the show, just come on and send me a message. Say hello. You can do in the comments. You can reach out to some of the people that you see with the suit emoji. They usually have an idea. So if you'd like to be on the show, let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram. I make posts all the time. Get to know you, talk in front of everyone. It's a fun time. Hoops, where you at? Hoops, where you at, my guy? All right. So for our next guest that we've got on tonight, he is very much an up-and-comer. Go and get in that box, my guy. Next person, Donnie. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. So this next person that we have come on is very much an up and comer. Now, normally I have pretty strict stipulations as to when and how I select to put people on, but this person has such an awesome attitude, and I think has a story that you can share, and it can resonate and make you feel appreciative, but also be an optimistic person. I can't play it up enough. Let's just bring him on, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, bring him to the box next, all right? The one only Mr. Hopes.
What's up?
Yeah, yeah.
How are you, man?
I didn't think it was gonna work. I was like, you gotta hold it. Just keep holding it, man. You just gotta hold it. Hoops, how are you doing, dude?
Bro, how you doing, man?
I'm doing really well, man. I like the pink in the collar. This is nice. I like this. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, Hoops, thank you for coming on tonight. Always a pleasure to see you. But before we crack too far into things, since your name is Hoops, we don't really know what your name is. We do us all the great favor and privilege. Will you please share who you are, where you're from?
All right, my name is Hoops. Actually, my real name is Devin. I live in upstate New York. Um, I am definitely, like you said, an up and coming streamer,
Yes, sir.
but I'm determined
Yes.
and I'm ready
Yes.
to take it to the next level.
Yeah, and you are. You are. Do you happen to have any headphones laying around, by the way?
I don't.
Okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so Hoops. Before we do our M. Night Shyamalan type twist here, let's just talk a little bit about, or maybe even you'll have to give away our M. Night Shyamalan twist. But can we talk a little bit about just who you are? You know, before Meet Me, before everything, you're from New York. What was life like growing up for you?
Life was definitely a struggle growing up. Growing up with a disability.
Mm-hmm.
When I came out of the womb, it was definitely a struggle, and all the way up through.
Yeah.
And I've always attitude that no matter what happened to me, I was always going to overcome adversity.
Mm-hmm.
I was never going to let somebody tell me that I couldn't do something.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody out there who is going through that, bringing adversity to their life, to keep a positive attitude.
Sure.
And for me, like, I've always had the attitude that no matter what happens to me, no matter how hard life gets, no matter being in a wheelchair, I can do anything I set my mind to, as long as I have.
Yeah, this optimism, like this amount of positivity, it's infectious. You said you've always had this attitude, but if you had to give some thanks or at least appreciation to someone helping you have this perspective, where do you think you gained this perspective from?
I think it definitely came from within because, as soon as I had to accept the fact that it happened, I said, well, you know what? I might be different from, the person that can do something that I can't do, but just because I can't do what you do, that doesn't mean that I can't find other ways to do it.
Sure. So Hoops, Devin, can you just explain? So you did mention you're in a wheelchair, and that you said you came out of the womb and it was different. So just can you help us all understand a bit of what you're working with and why you consider it to be a disability? Just help us understand where you're at.
I was born with mild cerebral palsy, and if you guys don't know what cerebral palsy is, a birth defect, which means that you have a lack of oxygen going to your brain. It affects parts of your body. And I like I said, all the way up until I was about 5 years old. I was on a ventilator for about 6 weeks, up until.
Oops, I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna pause you just for 1 second. Can everyone hear him very well, or is it clipping pretty bad? Is it being laggish? Oops, I'm gonna have you exit and come back in one more time if you could. I just want to check. I want to make sure that there's not much difficulty with the conversation. Okay, we're gonna have him come right back in. I was having some difficulty with that. So let's see here. All right, Hoops. Let's have you come back, my guy.
Is that better?
Yes. Keep talking.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, man, that's much better. Can you start with the cerebral?
All right, awesome.
Will you start with your cerebral palsy story one more time, just to explain, help everyone understand what it is?
All right, so basically, it just means that you had a lack of oxygen going to your brain while you were being developed.
Okay.
And then as you are obviously born, that is the result of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I just honestly, when I was told that this was going to be my circumstances for the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I told this to my mom. I said, I don't want you to be that I have a son who has a disability.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand that I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I can overcome any kind of adversity that you.
Yeah. Man, I really hate this because you've got such good things to say, but it keeps interfering. So the lag. So I'm gonna chill it there for a sec. When you said that you learned that you had this thing, or that you would be in a wheelchair, I guess how old were you when you were told this? Because I feel like you knew that it was a situation. So when did it become a very apparent, understandable thing?
I walked all the way up until I was about 14 years old. And then I got a growth defect on my legs. I was growing. I ended up having to get 2 operations, major operations, break both of my legs. I was in a body cast for about 6 to 8 weeks. And, because I was immobilized as long as I was, lost my ability to walk. I knew what was to come, but I said, you know what? I'm going to get my ass up, walking around, and let everybody know, even if you guys don't believe it or not, I'm going to prove everybody wrong.
Mm-hmm. Hoops. I'm thinking this. Do you know if you own any headphones?
The only headphones I own are Beats, and they're not charged.
Okay.
Right.
Because I'm just trying to think from my perspective what I could do. Because you have such good things to say, and I want to make sure that everyone can hear them. All right, we'll just keep going, and we'll clarify if we need to. So your name is Hoops. It obviously implies something.
Yep.
Can you please explain why your name is Hoops?
Okay. Well, I play wheelchair basketball.
Yeah.
That's my passion.
Your passion's basketball, man. I like it.
Sure, but it's wheelchair basketball, so it's a little bit different than stand-up basketball.
Okay.
I like to look at it as bumper cars and wheelchairs playing basketball.
Okay.
And I've been playing since I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
And I started out at the very beginner level, not knowing how to push a wheelchair at all in a basketball chair, because obviously the basketball chair is a little bit different than a regular standard wheelchair.
Yeah.
But what I was able to do was able to get a lot of practice, and I was able to meet with a lot of great who had already played, and I ended up just really working on my craft, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. So I went to my first practice, and I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, how do I dribble the ball? How do I pick up the ball?
Yeah.
How do you guys go that fast? Like I was like intimidated.
Yeah.
And I had a buddy of mine, one of my best friends, come up to me and he's like, "Man, you need to come into the gym with me, and I'm gonna work with you." Said, "You know what? All right, cool, because I want to be a better player.
Mm-hmm.
That's my passion." And it really snowballed from there. And not only did I do wheelchair basketball, but I also did wheelchair racing.
Wheelchair racing. Wow.
Yes. Uh, I did a 15K back in 2013. I had finished a 15K in a regular, conventional, standard wheelchair in under 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I finished in 1 hour and 42 minutes to get my own custom racing wheelchair.
Wow. Congratulations, man. That's impressive. Wait, before we get too ahead of ourselves, because I'm going to have a lot of questions about the racing. I'm interested to know about the wheelchair basketball, the actual functionality of it, because when you're doing the wheelchair basketball, it's like you said, you've got to steer, push, and dribble. How hard was it to develop that type of coordination to be able to steer,
The
push?
first time I tried it, the first time I ever tried it, I wasn't even able to pick up the basketball when it was on the ground and like dribble the ball.
Yeah.
And I played basketball standing up when I was standing up, but
Yeah.
it was just completely different getting in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, having to learn from all the guys that came before me, they were like, "Listen, you're gonna be able to get this. All right, I see the potential in you." So I'd go back to practices and I'd go to the gym and I'd grind every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "This is my passion. This is what I want to do. I'm not gonna give up." And basically, there's a lot of different rules wheelchair basketball that there isn't to stand basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of it is, you can't travel in a wheelchair back.
I feel badly laughing, man. Right, but you can't. Like you can't. You got to keep it dribbling, right? You got to keep it dribbling.
Right. So every two pushes in a dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Every two pushes in a dribble.
2 pushes in a dribble.
And you know what? That concept was not hard to figure out once I got a hold of it.
Sure. How far can you take wheelchair basketball? Is there an Olympics of it?
So I have actually gone to Edinburgh University. I went to a couple camps. I got coached by the Team USA Paralympic wheelchair basketball coach from 2013. They won the gold medal,
Well,
USA, and I was able to get coached by him. And I really sat down with him. He picked my brain. I picked his brain about how can I improve my game. And honestly, my biggest goal is to make it to the Paralympics.
mm-hmm. Wow. And what's your goal for yourself? I mean, how far do you want to take it? What aspirations do you have? I mean, you said basketball's your passion.
I want to go. I want to go all over the world, and I want to, just inspire kids and adults alike that what, if I can do this, you can do it too. And I say that because I had a lot of optimism, when I first started out, but then I'm like, I fell in love with this. This is my passion.
Mm-hmm.
And for everyone out there that's got a disability and knows a lot of people have it worse off than I do,
Yeah.
um, that I can just continue to keep inspiring kids alike and just continue to tell them that, just because you're going through this does not mean that you have to give up.
Right. Let's there's a ton we could talk about when it comes to these athletics. I'm interested to know how you found Meet Me.
I found Meet Me actually back in 2017. And the other side of me is the entertainer side.
Okay.
I'm goofy. I like to make people laugh. I love to inspire people, man. That's my attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I take my situation and I look at other people and I see them struggling. I'm like, I don't want you to be in my position.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be a physical disability. It could be anything. That means you come to me saying like, I'm going through this. I need guidance. And because of all the experiences that I've gone through, I feel like I have enough knowledge to help somebody get through the work issues.
Sure. How has the community rallied around you? I mean, do you feel it's been a supportive? Have you been able to find people to connect with? What is the response been for the people that you found?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I play for a team up here in upstate New York. I've been playing since I was a junior in high school, like I said. And, honestly, the community support that I've gotten with just my sports and athletics and people just being like, keep going, keep going. It's been immense. And for me, that's what drives me because I see that people have so many dreams, so many ambitions, just like I do. And I want to and I want to help other people get there too.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. If if uh, if you were to receive a top badge, I think you've pretty much described it, but you're working towards your top badge, right?
Right,
Right.
absolutely.
So if you were to receive,
Grinding,
I'm sorry,
I'm grinding every day.
every day, right? Well, I guess I want to know, when do you go live, just so everyone can know as a heads up. When do you go live?
I go live every day. Usually I go live anywhere between 10 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also gonna be starting to work, so that's probably gonna switch. I'm on this app way more than I probably should be, but I just love the people and I love the community that I've built in the sport. Just being able to tell my story
Yeah,
has been such therapeutic, um, so therapeutic for me.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So if you were to receive your top badge, what do you feel that it would mean to you? What would you do with it?
I think that I would take my negative situation and I would be one of those streets who, is very positive,
Mm-hmm.
who is very forthcoming about letting people come to me with their struggles,
Mm-hmm.
giving people, and always just keeping a positive attitude about anything that you might have to go through in your life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the type of person, I'll give you a shirt off my back because I'm smart and I know that at the end of the day, there's somebody that has it worse off than I do, and I'm very fortunate.
Yeah. Man, it's your attitude and like it's very genuine. You can feel it coming off of you. It just oozes. It just oozes. There's this energy about you. What do you see as a career for yourself? I mean, what would you like to do? Could you see yourself doing? I feel like in some form or capacity, you could channel all of this energy into something fantastic. So, do you have any ideas of what that might be?
Going to school for radio, television, broadcasting.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. I want to be a sportscaster.
Okay.
And maybe my way onto ESPN one day and be up there with the big guns, all of the supports that I love so much. Even, just being an announcer, being somebody who analyze and break down sports. Like, I think for me, that's the most, like, um, good career choice for me because I like the way that sports can inspire someone. And for
Yeah.
me, I'm just like so driven to get to where I want to go with my goals. Even though I haven't got to my goals with walking, other goals and other things that have happened to me that, changed my situation. So,
This, and I know as soon as I say this out loud, it may not make sense, but with how passionate you are with the current situation that you're in and making it a positive situation, is it the most important thing to you to walk again, or have you found that
absolutely.
it is? Yeah.
Because you want to know what? This is coming from a very genuine place.
Yeah.
The only thing that drives me to walk every day is the fact that one day I want to get married and on the aisle.
Wow, man. That really hit me heavy.
That's it.
Toops, man. I know that you said like you want to walk, but you're a good person, man. And I don't think it necessarily takes physically being able to walk to have something like that happen for you. I know that for a fact, but I can definitely understand why you would say that. So I really hope for that for you. Well,
Yep. And obviously, one day I want to be able to run around with them and enjoy everything that everybody else enjoys. I might have to do it a little differently. I might walk a little differently. I still got some swag, man. I still got some, man. You know what I mean? Like you can't let this shit get to you, man.
yeah,
You can't.
yeah.
You can't. You know what? I wouldn't change my circumstances for nothing. This is how I was made, man. It's I'm gonna strive with it.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep going. Like,
Well, hopes. Is there anything as we start to look at the time here? Is there anything that you would like to share, top of mind thoughts, anything that you'd like to convey, or while we've got everybody here that you'd like to talk about?
I just want to, just honestly thank everybody for listening to my story and really giving you guys a really good insight into who I am and what I'm about. 'Cause the only thing that I could ever say to all of you guys is how hard life gets. I don't want you guys to ever give up on your dreams. I don't ever want you guys to get in a back corner and get out of it. Because there's light at the end of every tunnel, and when you get there, but guess what? You're gonna find your purpose. You're gonna find what's going to make you you. And go for it.
Love you, man. You're good. You're a good guy. Oops. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, man. You've done an excellent job, and I think you definitely earned some favorites, and people are going to come and see you. So, everyone, if you've enjoyed this conversation with Hoops, if you want to follow his journey of basketball and developing his walking skills and his passion, his inspiration, and motivation, if you need someone to listen to, this is your guy right here. This is your person. So please make sure to give Hoops a.
And just one more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to say thank all the viewers out there that came and just listened to my story, because I just wanted to share it with each and every one of you that might not have known me. I'm the type of person that I just want you to understand that I don't want you guys to look at me any differently. I want to be treated the same, because we all bleed the same color. And at the end of the day, I'm making the best out of my situation.
Yeah. I feel like this is what we've taken away from the conversation. I don't know that anyone could make. You said that you could walk up until the age of 14. I don't know that anyone could make a better situation out of the cards you've been dealt than you. Honestly, I mean, your outlook and the way you present yourself and the way you press that onto others is, I mean, it's not undeniable. So it's impressive. It's inspirational, dude. You're such a good person at the end of it, and I think that you carry yourself in all the right ways. So congratulations to you, man. Your mom.
Thank you, bro.
I
wasn't gonna get emotional on this stream, but you guys.
You're a good man. You're a good man. You said something I wanted to end our conversation with is you said towards like the beginning part of our conversation is that you told your mom that you didn't want her to be sad that her son was in this position, something to that effect. And man, the way you've carried yourself and the outlook that you have about it, you've given her nothing to worry about. You should be very proud of that.
Thank you. I mean that.
Yeah. You should be very proud.
Every one of you.
Thank you very much for coming on, man. Thank you very much.
You guys are so welcome. God bless, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I love what you're doing, man. And just keep striving, bro. I really, really appreciate you having me on. And thank you
Yeah, definitely,
from the
man.
bottom
Always.
of my heart.
For sure, dude. Well, thank you so much. Everyone, please make sure you give Hoops a favorite. Come check him out. He's an excellent streamer, great person, great personality. Hoops, everybody. Very good. All right. Man, we're all breathing, right? All breathing. We're doing good. Check. All right, we're doing good. Check, 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 check. Right? Check, check. All right. So, everyone, thank you very much to elliy. Thank you very much to Hoops for coming on. But it's not over. It's not over. We still have one more person coming on tonight, right? Didn't even restart back up the music. So coming up next is someone who's got the truth, right? It's truth. He's got a whole squad. He's got a whole truth squad. Truth squad reporting to the box. One more time, thank you so much, everybody, for the gifts that you had there. If you have any interest in being on the show, go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram. I become flexible sometimes with things. We can work out a timeline. I'm interested in getting to know who you are and have you share your story. So coming up next, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Truth Squad. Hello? We don't have sound. Oh no. Hello? We don't have sound.
Hey, how are you doing?
Truth Squad, how are you doing, man?
I figured I'd mess with you with the bacon.
I love
I
the
told you I
bacon.
would.
I like it. Hey, you know what? I think you reset the mood, and that was good. We get a little. It's kind of like you go to 31 Flavors, Baskin Robbins, right? And you're like, "Can I get a scoop of that?" And maybe a scoop of that. Like you come here, you get this little scoop of everybody's flavor, you know. So I like it. I like it. Cheers, God. Thanks for the laugh, man.
Oh
How
yeah,
you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing well. It's been a roller coaster of a night. We're having a good time, so I can't complain. But this is about you. So if you, for the viewers who have not met you before, will you real quick just introduce yourself, where you're from?
My name is Tommy, and I'm from Florida.
You're a Florida man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're a Florida man. So were you taking a little offense to those shots I was firing earlier?
No, because I am a little crazy sometimes on here.
I mean, I don't know that anyone's ever shown up as some bacon, so I feel like that's a good look. It's a good look. So you're from Florida. Now, how long have you been on the app for?
Almost a year now.
Almost here. Almost here. Okay. And how did you find the app originally?
Well, I was bored. I used to game. Um, I work for a living.
Okay.
And I injured myself on a dirt bike. So I actually broke my shoulder and messed my neck up.
Wow. So it wasn't just like something
So
little. This major injury.
I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I got bored of gaming, and I decided to download Meet Me and see what it was about, and I figured I could entertain people. So that's what I've been doing ever since.
Well, it looks like you've been doing a good job of it because a lot of people turned out to come support and say hello to you. So that's pretty good. Uh, you
Oh
downloaded
yeah.
Meet Me. You were bored. You said you're a stay-at-home dad. Did you know it was a live streaming site, or had you been interested in social media in that capacity?
Well, I Googled live streaming site.
Okay,
So yes, I did know it was when I downloaded it.
cool. Had you watched other platforms, or I guess what was the interest? Why specifically was live streaming something you were wanting to pursue?
Well, my kids are always playing Fortnite and watching YouTube.
Damn.
They love YouTubers, so
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know.
Yeah.
I figured YouTube's like pre-recorded,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go live, so that's what I did.
Yeah. And if you want to make something uncool for your kids, you got to do it yourself. So that was maybe there's a
Exactly.
strategy there. I don't know. I thought that was funny. You didn't laugh. Now I feel awkward. Moving on. You didn't budge. I was like really caught off guard. Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. Help! Oh no. Okay. 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 So you game, but you do YouTube, you do the live stream. When did you learn how to like I put this all together? I guess was the bacon thing for live streaming, or did you learn along the way?
Actually, I learned along the way.
You did.
I actually started out with a wolf mask
Okay.
and a bra with some canned goods stuffed in them, and then it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, and then Meet Me came out with new rules, so that account went bye bye.
Okay.
So I couldn't do that no more.
No.
So I decided to start doing filters and other things to make people laugh. But I thought it was hilarious, and so did a lot of people.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
you got a following together. So let's take it back though to when you download the app. So you wanted to live stream. You said you hadn't done live streaming before. Did you start out as a viewer, or did you immediately just go
I viewed for a short time, a couple days,
live? Okay.
and then I decided to go live. So I made this little office right here to stream in.
That's commitment. Now behind you, is that a
Oh
television or
yeah.
a computer? What is that behind you?
It's a 65-inch curve 4K, um, and it's connected to the computer that's actually in front of me.
It's a pretty sweet setup. uh,
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
when you did end up going live yourself, did you have any idea of what type of content you'd do or how you'd present yourself? Did you just wing it? What was your mindset?
My mindset is I'm married, I have kids, I'm not on here looking for no girlfriend, so I figured I'd make people laugh. I
Yeah,
figured I'd make them laugh all the time, so that's my thing.
yeah.
I
And
like making people laugh.
have you always been a class clown, or what's that story?
I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I have. And I don't want to talk about all that.
All right. What's the PG version then? What's the PG? I
Well,
mean, your name is Truth Squad, so there's got to be something there, right?
yeah, I was the one that used to get suspended on purpose.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't say I was the class clown.
Okay.
I would say if I was there, I was never around.
That's a good rhyme. I like it. uh, do you ever remember like a wild prank or something you did as a kid that you look back on and wasn't too bad, but it's a funny story?
Well, the things I did, you guys might not think's funny. So,
Okay. Well, we'll be careful then, and we'll stay away from it. And you
all
know what?
right.
You know what? That explains a lot why you didn't laugh at me. Because you're an actual funny person. And when I made my joke, you knew it wasn't real comedy. You're like, this guy's not funny. So I like it. You didn't
Oh, I
assert
hear you.
that.
I did not mean to laugh at your joke. I was I was focused. I was
You're in the
focused.
zone. It's
That's
okay.
all.
It's okay. It's okay. Uh,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just making light of me falling on my face is all. Um, you ended up developing a following on Mimi. I've seen a lot of people request having you on the show. So, what did you do, or how did you connect with people, especially not being single? Because one of the appeals initially is that you can use it as a dating app, a way to make friends. It can be a risky territory starting out without having any context of who you are. So, how did you develop that following?
Well, to be honest, a lot of women that get on here are married also, and they're not on here to look either.
Okay.
So it kind of connects to a guy that's married too, because they know the guy's not out being a shark. You understand? So that's one thing that connects. And the other is I make them laugh.
Yeah,
I love making people laugh, and that's why I get on here. So
yeah. What have been some of your stints or things that you like to do that help people laugh? So I know you did the bacon. Is there anything else that you do?
well, I've dressed up as a woman before and got a sports bra.
Okay.
Um, and I had onions in it, and my wife used to talk for me.
Yeah.
She used to talk for me, and she get them going pretty good, and I drop the onions on them in front of their face, and they turn white, completely white,
Oh,
and it was the funniest thing.
so you would prank people to make them think that they were talking to a woman, and your wife
Oh yeah, oh
he
yeah.
would pop up, and then the truth hit him. The truth squad,
The truth was they were organic onions,
or
but I got banned for it,
right.
for the onions,
Yeah, well,
so we
it's
can't do that no more.
context, right? Um, I was going to ask you how does your wife feel about it, but she's a participant in your live streams.
Well, she thinks it's pretty funny watching them guys, the reactions, but we can't do that no more. So that came to an end.
Yeah,
So now it's just bacon or something. Like I got thousands of filters I could use.
well, nobody's
So
mad at bacon. People like bacon. Bacon's
no,
good.
but I did get banned for a pickle. I can't use the pickle.
No pickles. No,
So I lost the account for that.
they're too salty. They're too salty. Um, is man, these jokes are just swinging a miss. Uh, so now, does your wife live stream now herself, or has she just stayed a participant in your own?
No, she don't live stream. She works and I live stream most of the time when she's at work and the kids are at school. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I What advice would you give to other couples that are live streaming, especially one that's married and has kids? I mean, what do you do to make it work? Because there's sometimes questions. How do you handle
Well, I don't get personally involved with anybody.
it? Okay.
Um, well, I try not to.
Mhm.
I can't say that I don't because I've met some really nice friends on here that are close around or like Chucker Bear. He's awesome.
Yeah,
He's an awesome friend.
yeah. Even though
So
you even though you would consider yourself not
go ahead.
even though you consider yourself not to be too close with the people that you've met on here, do you have any hopes or desires to go to something like Playlist or VidCon to connect with the other people on the app?
Well, yes, but I meant close, close, as in trying to build relationships and stuff with other couples, as in, you know, I'm 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 not like that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I try not to get close like that. That's what I'm saying.
You know.
You know, I love making friends on here though. I love making friends on here, and I'd love to meet some friends once in a while, but that's pretty much it. And,
Yeah.
um,
What do you do to keep busy? You said you're stay-at-home dad, so does that keep you busy most times? Or do you have any hobbies besides this?
I do actually. I own 2.5 acres, and I've been planting all different kinds of fruit trees
Really?
through the 2.5 acres. So I've got hundreds of them,
Okay.
and
Nor-
it's
normally,
awesome.
normally I don't acknowledge comments while I'm doing the interviews, but is this true that you match made a couple from your live stream?
Actually, a couple matches so far.
Talk to
Two
us
that I
about
know of, but yes, it is.
talk
It's
talk to us
awesome.
about these couples. How did that happen?
Well, those are my viewers that have been in here for a long time. Very loyal viewers.
Yeah.
So they all talk and communicate with each other, and they took it from there. I don't know what happened after that, but
You
apparently they met and
you made the nest, and the little birdies flew away. I don't know what that meant.
oh
Anyway,
yeah,
the point is that you're basically a love doctor.
a love doctor.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Oh wow,
Yeah, truth
all
squad.
right.
I mean, I would think that's fair, but okay. You match made people. Truth squad. How did you get your name? What does truth squad mean? Why did you pick it?
All right, well check this out. When I first started live streaming, there was a guy named Humanity,
Okay.
and he gave me the name Truth. He said, I'm going to call you Truth. That'd be a good name for you. So I changed my name to Truth, and after I started becoming popular on this app, I figured, hey, it ain't all about me, so I'm going to put the squad on it,
Mm,
and that's what it is.
I like it. What's the squad mean to you? Even though you're trying not to create too personal relationships, what has been the effect of being on here now that you have this team? What does that mean to
Well, the squad means uh, my supporters, friends, and people that are there for me every day.
you? Yeah,
That's what it means.
yeah,
And I look at it as we're all one instead of just me.
yeah,
So I'm actually not on here to make any diamonds or anything like that. I'm on here to entertain and make people laugh. So
yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, I think you're doing a good job of it, man. You got a group of people who love you, and you're making friends. Is there anything that you'd like to share or talk about while you're here in particular that we haven't had an opportunity to go over?
Well, I would like to become a top badge eventually.
Yeah,
And I would like to gain more supporters. And I would like to say thank you to all my supporters, especially Trucker Bear. He's very, very awesome. Um, Al, Tyler, everybody that's in here supporting me. Thank you very, very much.
yeah. Uh, what would having a top badge mean for you? I mean, what would you do with it?
Um, well, I guess it wouldn't mean much difference because I'm still going to entertain people and I'm still going to do what I do. But it would be nice to have a little pretty blue dot next to my name.
Yeah, you gotta really dig for that one though. Like you're gonna make more people laugh though with it, right? Because you have bigger audience and things like that.
Well, yeah, that's true too. I mean, I don't know if it does give you a bigger audience, but if it does, that's great because I've never been a top badge and I don't know what it does.
It
So,
does. Yeah, no, it does. It helps you trend with your trending, so it's cool. Um, so
well, that'd be really awesome.
yeah, anything else that you'd like to share or go over before you hop out tonight?
Well, I appreciate you for having me on your show,
Yeah,
and
absolutely, dude. Yeah.
you seem really awesome.
Even though my jokes suck.
And I never said your jokes suck. I never said
No,
that.
but your face did,
But
and that's different. That hurts more.
no, 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 no. Maybe I missed it or
Have you
something.
ever
I don't
have
know.
you ever
Maybe I
made
missed
something?
it.
Have you ever made something like made a painting and you looked at it and be like, wow, this is really good. And then be like, hey guys, check out this thing I made. And they're like, cool. And then your heart just like like that. That's what I want right there.
Yeah.
Validate me. Validate me.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't make you. I didn't mean to make you think that
You're
way.
okay,
But it
man.
wasn't nothing
I'm
like
just
that.
I'm just messing with you. I know you like to joke around, so I'm joking around with you. If I didn't think you'd have fun with it, I wouldn't joke with you. Yeah,
Well, I appreciate it. You're a very nice guy, man.
I'm really.
And I'm glad all my supporters are in here. I need to fave Chris and they must have because they got here already.
They did.
So thanks for the gifts, guys.
No, yeah, definitely. And one more time, will you please share when you go live so that people can favorite you and come watch you?
Well, the best times after 4:30. That's when my wife gets off work,
That's
and
that's
I have
Central
this
Time, right?
little office right here. Yes.
4:30
No, it's
Central.
Eastern. I'm sorry.
Eastern. Your Eastern time?
Yes.
4:30 Eastern time. Got it. Okay. Well, cool. Well, everyone, if you've enjoyed this conversation with Truth Squad and you'd like to learn a little bit more and see his antics, maybe catch him when he's not taking his dares and pranks too far, because he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Check out his bacon. Check out his pickle. Watch yourself. Go give him a favorite, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Truth Squad. Thank you so much, my guy.
Hey, thank you, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Have a nice one, man.
You definitely. I'll see you later, dude. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap things up tonight, I'm going to call one more time those winners of the Meet Me Wall of Fame contest. So one more time, I got to pull back up the picture. Okay, so one more time. Also, another announcement about next week. One more time, for our winners for the Meet Me Wall of Fame, make sure that you go visit these streamers and give them a big congratulations. It's a huge deal. We have in 10th place, Alex. 9th place, Jenna JXO. 8th place is Charismatic. 7th place, It's Your Girl Mandy. 6th place, Haley. Coming in at 5th place, Turk. 4th place, Daddy J. 3rd place, Mr. Breezy OG. 2nd place, Donnie. Good job, Donnie. Good job. Coming in out of nowhere. You know what? I shouldn't say that because he did an awesome job on the show. And then, I don't know if you all remember, see that gentleman with the black badge? Make sure you give him a favorite. On the day that, I don't know if many of you remember, there was a day that Meet Me took away or trending, auto trending. And they said, you know what? Let's just see how people trend organically. Like everybody's got no boosters, nothing. Like anybody who would trend, they want to see how people would naturally trend. And Donnie there held down the #1 spot almost the entire day. Almost the entire day, he held down the #1 spot. So congratulations, Donnie, on getting that #2 spot. Well-deserved, good recognition. And then for that #1 spot, Miss Holly. So congratulations one more time to all the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, I will not be doing Suited Up. Suited Up has a week off. I will be at a concert. In case you want to know who I'm going to see, I'm going to see Daybreaker, Polaris, Like Moths to Flames, and Wage War. And if you don't know those bands, they're metal bands and they're heavy and they're good stuff. And with whom? Who am I singing with? Well, there's someone that I'm wishing that I was singing it with, but she will not be here, unfortunately. But I'm going with my best friend, Tyler, which is a good second place. Don't tell him I said that. I'm sorry. I love you guys so much. Okay. All right. My name's Chris, everybody. If you have any interest in being in Suited Up, give me a message. If you have any questions about streaming, you'd like to know some tips about growing your channel or anything like that, or you'd like to be featured, let me know. I'd love to talk with you. I'll be seeing you all around. I go live periodically when it's not the show, and I'll be seeing you. So much love. Thank you so much for the gifts. Special thank you to the top gifters today. Make sure that you favorite VIP Father, Donnie, and Trucker Bear that are right there at the top. Much love to all of you guys, all right? And I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Oh, and big special thanks to Ellie Mae, Hoops, and Truth Squad, our guests tonight. And I will be seeing you all for Suited Up in 2 weeks. Otherwise, for the normal live streams. And one more time, also, a big thank you to Eric in the comments who really made things pretty crazy last Friday for my 1-year anniversary. I've been streaming just over a year, everyone. And while I'm here, I guess wrapping this up, I want to say that this year on Meet Me has been incredible. It's been completely life-changing. in so many ways, both personally, professionally, developmentally. Just it's been unlike anything I could have ever imagined. I went live, you know, without any expectations of what could happen, and ended up developing into something where I've had an opportunity to meet and connect with so many people, and that you can't put a price on. So much love to all of you, and I look forward to many more years and months doing this. Months and years. Let's do it. All right, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, much love.